Hey, what's going on guys? It is Day and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be reviewing this week's episode of the Walking Dead TV series. Like my previous reviews, this review contains spoilers, so if you have not seen the newest Walking Dead episode, please click off the video now. This episode picks up directly where the last one ended, where we got introduced to Aaron after Maggie and Sasha came across him out in the open, just outside the barn, and they took him back to the barn. And basically Rick did not want to trust him because after everything that went down at Terminus and the hunters, Rick could not just believe anyone that they actually had a safe haven for which the group can stay in, because after what we witnessed at Terminus, they are cannibals, and Rick was completely on his guard, remained completely cautious. So to remain cautious, he knocked out Aaron. One punch to the jaw. Aaron was knocked out cold. The intro came up. It was sweet. I completely loved it. And then we got it was a whole thing revolving around Aaron. Rick was just basically talking to him, and Aaron was trying to convince him that there is a safe place. We have a safe community. Spoiler alert: the community was actually, what he mentioned was the Alexandria Safe Zone. Wow. Yes, it is the Alexandria Safe Zone. I didn't think the show would actually bring in the Alexandria Safe Zone this early. I expected it in season 6 at least, but it seems that they wanted to bring it in now because they didn't want to drag it on for too long with the group out in the open. So it took a lot of convincing for Aaron to do towards Rick to convince him that there is a safe place, so they had to go out and check and look for proof that Aaron was telling the truth. And they got all that done. And one of the best moments of the episode was whenever it was Michonne, Rick, Glenn, and Aaron in the car, and then I can't remember, in the RV behind them with the rest of the group in it. They were driving up this up the highway. I can't remember what road it was called. I think it was Route 23 towards Alexandria, and they needed Aaron to show them directions. And then they came across all these walkers in the middle of the road, and I swear, must have been at least a couple of hundred of them, maybe at least 100, 200 walkers in the middle of the road. I think that's how much there was. And it was so cool. Glenn was just ramming that car straight through the herd of walkers. All the guts and stuff coming on the windscreen and in the engine. Arms and stuff, everything. All them stuff and things flying around all over the place, getting stuck in the engine. The car eventually slowed down. Michonne had to jump out, and then the walkers started coming towards them. They had to bail. This was funny. I completely laughed at this part. Aaron goes to jump out because he's completely shitting it. So he put the door down. Michonne just goes flying backwards and falls backwards. He fell in the ditch or something. It was so funny. And then the group, Rick had to lead them into the woods, and then they had to fight off the walkers because there was a ton of them. And then I thought Glenn was going to die at some part, or at least get bit, because there was a walker coming up behind him, because I see him in the sneak peek. The walker was coming up towards him. And in the promo, we just see it stopped there as soon as he gets behind them. But Glenn just got the walker on the ground, slammed his head into a rock, and just completely bashed it until it was bashed to smithereens. That was bloody brutal. And then we got some other, cool kills, especially the one where Rick fired the flare gun into the walker's head. The head lit up like a Christmas tree. It was so cool. And probably one of my favourite kills of the show so far. Wow, that was fantastic. So after those pretty exciting moments in the episode, the group drove back to Abraham and the rest of the group, and we got introduced to a new character who's called Eric. I'm not sure if he was in the comic book series or not, but he's actually Aaron's boyfriend, which revealed to the new people who had never read the comic books and are watching the show now, revealed that Aaron is gay. They are the first two gay characters we've seen on the Walking Dead TV show. So, it's trying to mix things up a bit, so it's not like the show's anti-gay. Like, it can have gay people in the show. It's not anti-racist, so they can have black people in the show as well. It doesn't have to be all white. You know what I'm getting at. But anyways, they got a little romance scene in there with Eric and Aaron. And you know what played out. And then we eventually got to Rick eventually believed Aaron because Glenn told him that Aaron was telling the truth. He is just out looking for people to bring them in, new people into the community, which is, you guessed it, Alexandria Safe Zone. So the group then left the barn and this other location they were in when we met Eric, and they drove up the highway. 23th, I believe it was, we seen the probably the most known location now, the current location where the group is currently based at in the comic book series, Alexandria, and that means a lot of good storylines are coming. And when we first seen it, it gave a sign that this is sort of like a happy ending for The Walking Dead, but you know, you really obviously know, in The Walking Dead, no one is safe. You're not safe. No matter what you do, no matter what you think, every 1 second, you're not safe. You're not safe no matter what. So we just say Alexandria, the group just ended, like walked outside it, right outside the gates with the rest of the group and Aaron, etc. Whenever Rick lifted Judith out of the car, I think it was kind of touching because, you know, it's a father and daughter thing now in The Walking Dead. Rick's doing whatever he can to protect Judith and Carl. And just to see that on screen now, Rick holding Judith and walking towards the gate, you know, it's pretty touching. I'm pretty happy for Rick at this moment because, you know, he's found a new safe haven to keep his daughter safe for who knows how long in The Walking Dead. And in this episode, I was kind of wondering, Rick and the group, they're kind of the bad guys in this episode because the way they were acting towards Aaron, and because in the end he was telling the truth, kind of shows that how much the group's been damaged from the previous events that went down previously at the hospital with Terminus and the Hunters, to the governor, even to Shane. What all that's done to the group, and especially Rick and Daryl for me. You know, everything that's happened to them has affected them in the future. They can't trust anyone, but by looks of it now, they're still cautious when they go into Alexandria. They're going to be breaching the houses, checking them out, because they're all brand new houses. Like, you'll just walk in Alexandria and people will be going, oh, my house is better than your house. No, my house is better than your house. Oh, enough with the houses already. But yeah, that's kind of what the thing we're getting into. So the group are going to be like feeling, wow, this is pretty weird. Why didn't we come across this place before? We could have avoided the prison, we could have avoided the governor, we could have avoided Terminus, we could have avoided the Hunters. Well, why did nobody tell us about this already? Why didn't we even come across it? Well, that's The Walking Dead for you. Well, we came to it now, and that's just where the episode really ended. The group's outside Alexandria, and looks like next week's episode is going to be really promising because it's really exciting to see finally Alexandria Safe Zone. That's the next big location in the Walking Dead TV series. That means, spoiler alert, Negan is coming. All Out War is coming with Negan. The Whispers are coming eventually. But another thing I have to ask myself, where the hell is Morgan? Morgan has not appeared in the episode yet. We haven't seen him since the mid-season finale of Season 5, so I do not know when Morgan's going to make an appearance, hopefully very soon. To be honest, I could see it in the season finale now. Noah could be out in the woods doing maybe a run, get some, you know, different types of food, and then you run into Morgan in the woods. Maybe Morgan could be his uncle, and Noah's Morgan's nephew. We'll just have to see how that plays out. But anyways, back to the review. I'm going to give this episode a 9.5 out of 10. Now, this was exactly what the other Walking Dead reviewer, Trev's Chan 2, give the episode, and I personally agree with him. It was a fantastic episode in The Walking Dead Season 5, and to be honest, Walking Dead Season 5 turned out to be my favourite season of The Walking Dead ever. It's fantastic. I loved it so far, so I'm going to do my overall thoughts on Season 5 when the season ends at the end of March, so we're going to have that video coming out in around April time, so we'll look forward to that, guys. And that's pretty much all to say for today. It's a great episode of The Walking Dead. If you don't watch it, you're missing out on like a major plot twist in the storyline we've had so far. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time, and stay tuned for more Walking Dead content. See you later.